Wrestling fam, what I'm about to reveal will send shockwaves through the WWE universe and leave Paul Heyman questioning everything he thought he knew about power. Picture this: Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, standing in the center of MetLife Stadium with 80,000 screaming fans when suddenly the lights dim and a figure emerges from the shadows, someone Heyman never saw coming. This isn't just another wrestling storyline. This is the moment that will redefine the Bloodline forever and crown a new puppet master in WWE's most dominant faction. I've got exclusive insights from multiple wrestling sources, behind-the-scenes whispers, and insider information that reveals exactly who this mystery Wiseman is and why their arrival will make Paul Heyman's betrayal look like child's play. By the end of this video, you'll know the shocking identity that's about to flip the wrestling world upside down. The WWE universe is buzzing with anticipation, and for good reason. SummerSlam 2025 isn't just another premium live event. It's a historic two-night extravaganza at MetLife Stadium that's about to witness the most shocking revelation in recent WWE history. Roman Reigns, the man who dominated WWE for over 1,300 days as Universal Champion, is preparing to unveil a new Wiseman who will leave his former advisor Paul Heyman absolutely speechless. This isn't speculation or wishful thinking from wrestling fans on Reddit. This is backed by credible sources, including Sportskeeda and the Wrestling Observer newsletter, publications that have broken major WWE stories for decades. What makes this story even more compelling is the intricate web of betrayal, family loyalty, and power struggles that led us to this moment. Paul Heyman, once the architect of Reigns' godlike status, committed the ultimate act of treachery at WrestleMania 41, aligning himself with Seth Rollins and earning the new moniker The Oracle. Now, as Reigns prepares to team with Jey Uso against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in what promises to be a brutal tag team encounter, the stage is set for a revelation that could reshape the entire landscape of Monday Night Raw. Today, we're diving deep into the Anoi family dynasty, examining the psychological warfare between Reigns and Heyman, analyzing the SummerSlam showdown that's got everyone talking, and most importantly, revealing the shocking candidates who could become the new Wiseman. Each possibility brings its own explosive potential, from family patriarchs to Olympic legends, from Hollywood superstars to unexpected redemption stories. But here's what's got me most excited: the ripple effects of this decision will extend far beyond SummerSlam, potentially setting up the most epic Survivor Series War Games match we've ever witnessed. To understand why Roman Reigns' new Wiseman reveal is so monumentally significant, we need to journey back to the roots of wrestling's most powerful dynasty, the Anoi family. This isn't just another wrestling family. This is a bloodline that has shaped professional wrestling for over 5 decades, creating legends that transcend the sport itself. It all began in the 1960s with High Chief Peter Maivia, a Samoan warrior who brought the fierce pride of the Pacific Islands to American wrestling rings. Maivia wasn't just a performer, he was a cultural ambassador who introduced audiences to the rich traditions of Samoan warrior culture. His daughter Ada married Rocky Johnson, giving birth to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but that's just one branch of this incredible family tree. The true foundation of wrestling dominance came through Afa Anoi, who teamed with his brother Sika to form the Wild Samoans. These weren't just tag team champions, they were 3-time WWF tag team champions who brought a level of intensity and authenticity that had never been seen before. Their matches weren't just athletic competitions, they were cultural exhibitions that showcased the warrior spirit of their Samoan heritage. Sika's sons would become the cornerstone of modern WWE: Roman Reigns, the tribal chief who would hold the Universal Championship for an unprecedented 1,316 days, Jey and Jimmy Uso, who revolutionized tag team wrestling with their high-flying athleticism and infectious charisma, and Solo Sikoa, whose raw power and traditional Samoan fighting style made him an instant force to be reckoned with. But the family tree extends even further. Rikishi, the 400-pound dancing sensation who could deliver devastating moves with surprising agility, brought entertainment value while maintaining the family's reputation for toughness. The late, great Umaga showcased the savage, untamed side of Samoan wrestling culture, becoming one of WWE's most feared monsters. What makes this dynasty truly special isn't just their individual accomplishments, it's how they've maintained their cultural identity while adapting to different eras of professional wrestling. From the territorial days of the 1970s to the global entertainment empire of today's WWE, the Anoi family has consistently produced main event stars who honor their heritage while pushing the boundaries of sports entertainment. Roman Reigns' transformation into the Tribal Chief wasn't just a character change, it was a reclamation of his family's legacy. When he aligned with Paul Heyman in 2020, it represented the perfect fusion of Samoan warrior tradition and modern wrestling psychology. Heyman's silver tongue combined with Reigns' natural leadership created a faction that didn't just dominate WWE, they redefined what it meant to be wrestling royalty. The Bloodline's success under Heyman's guidance proved that the Anoi family's influence extends beyond individual achievements. They created a movement that celebrated family loyalty, cultural pride, and the pursuit of excellence. This is why Heyman's betrayal cuts so deep and why the introduction of a new Wiseman carries such enormous weight. We're not just talking about a storyline development, we're witnessing the next chapter in wrestling's greatest dynasty, and the stakes have never been higher. Paul Heyman's betrayal of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 wasn't just a shocking swerve, it was a masterclass in long-term storytelling that shattered the foundation of WWE's most dominant faction. To truly appreciate the magnitude of this betrayal, we need to understand the symbiotic relationship that made the Tribal Chief and his Wiseman one of the most compelling partnerships in wrestling history. When Heyman aligned with Reigns in August 2020, it seemed like an unlikely pairing. Heyman, the advocate for Brock Lesnar and the mastermind behind ECW's revolutionary approach to wrestling, suddenly found himself serving a man he had previously opposed. But what emerged was pure magic, a combination of Reigns' natural charisma and physical dominance with Heyman's unparalleled ability to craft narratives that elevated his client to mythical status. Heyman didn't just manage Roman Reigns, he transformed him into a wrestling deity. His promos weren't mere promotional segments, they were sermons that positioned Reigns as the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the undisputed leader of WWE's landscape. Heyman's silver tongue painted pictures of Reigns' dominance that made fans believe they were witnessing something truly special, something that transcended typical wrestling entertainment. For over 3 years, this partnership produced some of WWE's most memorable moments. Heyman's strategic mind kept the Bloodline one step ahead of their competition, while his promotional genius made every Reigns match feel like a historic event. The Universal Championship reign that lasted 1,316 days wasn't just about Reigns' in-ring ability, it was about Heyman's ability to make that reign feel inevitable, natural, and absolutely necessary for WWE's success. But beneath the surface, cracks were forming. Heyman's loyalty was always conditional, always calculated. His history of switching allegiances when it served his interests should have been a warning sign, but the success of the Bloodline made everyone, including Reigns, believe this partnership was different. The betrayal at WrestleMania 41 was executed with surgical precision. In the climactic moments of what should have been Reigns' triumphant victory, Heyman delivered devastating low blows to both Reigns and CM Punk, clearing the path for Seth Rollins to capture the championship. The image of Heyman, the man who had spent years building Reigns into a god, literally bringing him to his knees, will be remembered as one of wrestling's most shocking moments. What makes this betrayal even more devastating is Heyman's transformation into the Oracle. This isn't just a name change, it's a complete reinvention that positions him as a mystical figure who can see and manipulate the future of WWE. His alliance with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed represents a new faction built on the foundation of destroying everything the Bloodline represented. The psychological warfare extends beyond the ring. Heyman's new persona as the Oracle suggests he orchestrated this betrayal long before WrestleMania 41, that every moment of loyalty to Reigns was part of a larger plan to ultimately destroy him. This level of manipulation goes beyond typical wrestling storylines. It's a character assassination that strikes at the very core of what made Roman Reigns special. Now, As SummerSlam approaches, the question isn't just who will be Reigns' new Wiseman, it's whether anyone can fill the void left by Heyman's betrayal and whether Reigns can ever truly trust again. SummerSlam 2025 isn't just another premium live event, it's a historic milestone that will be remembered as the night WWE changed forever. Taking place at MetLife Stadium across two unprecedented nights, August 2nd and 3rd, this event represents WWE's boldest attempt to create a wrestling spectacle that rivals WrestleMania in scope and significance. The venue itself tells a story. MetLife Stadium, home to both the New York Giants and New York Jets, has hosted Super Bowls, international soccer matches, and the biggest concerts in the world. With a capacity of over 80,000 screaming fans, the atmosphere will be electric, creating the perfect backdrop for Roman Reigns' most important moment since losing the Universal Championship. The card is absolutely stacked with dream matches that would headline any other event. John Cena vs. Cody Rhodes in a street fight promises to be a brutal encounter between two of WWE's biggest stars. Naomi vs. Rhea Ripley vs. Io Sky will showcase the incredible depth of WWE's women's division. But all eyes will be on the tag team match that could reshape WWE's future, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso vs. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, with Paul Heyman lurking in the shadows as the Oracle. This isn't just a tag team match, it's a collision of wrestling philosophies. On one side, you have the original Bloodline representatives, Roman Reigns, the former tribal chief seeking redemption, and Jey Uso, the current World Heavyweight Champion whose YET phenomenon has captured the WWE Universe's imagination. Their chemistry is undeniable, forged through years of family bonds and shared struggles. Opposing them are two of WWE's most dangerous rising stars. Braun Breaker, the former NXT champion who calls himself the big dog in a direct challenge to Reigns' legacy, brings an intensity and athleticism that's reminiscent of his legendary Uncle Scott Steiner. Bronson Reed, the 330-pound tsunami, possesses the kind of devastating power that can end matches in an instant. Together, they represent the future of WWE's main event scene. But the real intrigue lies in the psychological warfare surrounding this match. Seth Rollins, sidelined with a knee injury from Saturday night's main event, won't be physically present, but his influence will be felt through Heyman's strategic guidance. The Oracle has proven he can manipulate situations from the shadows, and his presence at ringside adds an unpredictable element that could swing the match in any direction. The rumored Wiseman reveal adds another layer of complexity that has the wrestling world buzzing with anticipation. According to sources like Sportskeeda and the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Reigns will introduce his new advisor during this match, creating a moment that could overshadow even the in-ring action. The timing is perfect. With 80,000 fans in attendance and millions watching worldwide, the reveal will have maximum impact. What makes this moment even more significant is its potential to set up future storylines. A new Wiseman doesn't just change the dynamic of this match, it establishes the foundation for months of programming leading to Survivor Series War Games. The choice of advisor will signal Reigns' new direction and philosophy, whether he's embracing family tradition, seeking strategic advantage, or pursuing an entirely unexpected path to reclaim his position as WWE's top star. The speculation surrounding Roman Reigns' new Wiseman has reached a fever pitch, with wrestling fans dissecting every possibility like detectives solving the crime of the century. Each potential candidate brings a unique dynamic that could fundamentally alter the trajectory of WWE's most compelling storyline, and the implications extend far beyond a simple advisor role. Rikishi emerges as the sentimental favorite, and for compelling reasons that go beyond mere family connections. The WWE Hall of Famer and Reigns' father has been actively campaigning for the role on his Off the Top podcast, painting a vision of an OG bloodline that would unite Roman, Jey, Jimmy, and Jacob Fatu under traditional Samoan leadership. Rikishi's charisma is undeniable. This is the man who made 400 pounds look graceful while dancing his way to multiple championship reigns. His nickname for Reigns, God Mode, emphasizes individual dominance while maintaining openness to family unity. The visual alone of Rikishi guiding his son would create an emotional connection that transcends typical wrestling storylines, grounding the bloodline in authentic family tradition while providing the wisdom that only comes from decades of wrestling experience. Kurt Angle represents the wildcard option that could bring Olympic-level intensity to Reigns' corner. The wrestling legend's history with Reigns, including their encounter at TLC 2017 and Angle's tenure as Raw general manager, provides established credibility. What makes Angle particularly intriguing is his analytical mind. This is a man who won Olympic gold with a broken neck, demonstrating the kind of strategic thinking and mental toughness that could outmaneuver even Paul Heyman's psychological games. His potential return from sports analysis to active WWE involvement would shock the wrestling world and provide Reigns with an advisor whose competitive fire matches his own. The Rock looms as the ultimate game-changer, though admittedly a long shot given his Hollywood commitments. However, his Anoi family ties and global superstar status would create a Samoan alliance that transcends wrestling entertainment. Imagine The Rock's electrifying charisma combined with his business acumen guiding Reigns' career decisions. The promotional possibilities alone would be staggering, potentially elevating WWE's mainstream appeal to unprecedented levels. Reddit debates featuring over 500 upvotes demonstrate the genuine excitement this possibility generates among fans. Sami Zayn presents the most compelling redemption narrative. His history as a former Bloodline member who was ultimately betrayed creates a perfect parallel to Heyman's recent treachery. Zayn's return as Wiseman would represent forgiveness, growth, and the power of second chances. His storytelling ability and genuine connection with WWE audiences could transform this into one of wrestling's greatest redemption arcs, especially considering his recent triumph over Gunther's historic Intercontinental Championship reign at WrestleMania XL. Zilla Fatu, Umaaga's son, represents the future of the Anoi dynasty. His recent appearances at WWE events have sparked speculation about his potential debut, and what better way to introduce him than as the new generation's voice guiding the tribal chief? His fresh perspective combined with legitimate family credentials could inject new energy into the bloodline while maintaining its cultural authenticity. Each candidate offers a different path forward: Rikishi's family tradition, Angle's strategic brilliance, The Rock's global appeal, Zayn's redemption story, or Zilla Fatu's fresh blood. The choice will define not just Reigns' immediate future, but the entire direction of WWE's most important storyline. Wrestling fam, we've just dissected the most anticipated reveal in recent WWE history, and the implications are absolutely staggering. Roman Reigns' new Wiseman announcement at SummerSlam 2025 isn't just a storyline development, it's the moment that will define the next era of professional wrestling. Whether it's Rikishi bringing family tradition and authentic Samoan leadership, Kurt Angle delivering Olympic-level strategic warfare, The Rock creating a global entertainment phenomenon, Sami Zayn crafting the ultimate redemption story, or Zilla Fatu representing the future of the Anoi dynasty, each possibility promises to shake WWE to its very foundation. What makes this moment even more significant is how it positions Roman Reigns for his inevitable clash with Paul Heyman's Oracle faction. This new Wiseman won't just be an advisor, they'll be the architect of Reigns' revenge, the mastermind behind his return to the head of the table, and the key to unlocking a level of dominance that could surpass even his historic 1,316-day Universal Championship reign. The psychological warfare between Reigns and Heyman has been building for months, but the introduction of a new Wiseman changes everything. Suddenly, the Oracle isn't the only one who can see the future. Reigns will have his own strategic genius, his own voice of wisdom, his own path to wrestling immortality. The ripple effects will extend far beyond SummerSlam, setting up what could be the most epic Survivor Series War Games match in WWE history, with two factions led by former allies now turned bitter enemies. MetLife Stadium will witness history on August 2nd and 3rd, but the real story isn't just who wins the tag team match, it's who emerges as the new power behind WWE's most dominant force. The Bloodline saga has given us betrayal, family drama, and championship glory, but this next chapter promises something even more compelling: the rise of a new dynasty built on the ashes of Paul Heyman's treachery. The wrestling world is about to explode, and I need to know where you stand. Drop your predictions in the comments right now. Who do you think will be revealed as Roman Reigns' new Wiseman? Are you Team Rikishi for that authentic family leadership? Team Kurt Angle for Olympic-level mind games? Team Rock for global domination? Team Sami Zayn for the ultimate redemption arc? Or are you betting on the dark horse Zilla Fatu to represent the future? But here's what I really want to know. How do you think this new Wiseman will counter Paul Heyman's Oracle strategies? What's their first move going to be? And most importantly, how does this set up the inevitable showdown between Reigns and Heyman that we're all dying to see? If this breakdown got you hyped for SummerSlam 2025, smash that like button and let the algorithm know that WWE Report delivers the hottest wrestling content on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we're covering every twist, turn, and shocking moment from this historic two-night event. We'll be breaking down every match, every surprise, and every game-changing moment that shapes WWE's future. And don't sleep on our upcoming content. We're diving deep into the complete SummerSlam card analysis, predicting every match outcome, and revealing exclusive insights that you won't find anywhere else. The wrestling world is about to change forever, and WWE Report is your front row seat to all the action. Stay locked in, wrestling fam. The best is yet to come.